Hi, Nordic Ski Association family. My name is Joey Ketternicchio, and I am the current president of the Nordic Ski Association. And welcome to the Season in Review annual celebration. Although we'll find this a different style and a little bit of COVID friendly, we welcome all of you to this meeting and look forward to working with you this year on the trails. We have a great presentation before us. It shouldn't be too long, and we look forward to having all of our members informed. I'm gonna go through this quick presentation to update everyone with the review of this past year and a little exciting stuff for this year. So I look forward again to hearing from you, and we will get started. If you can see here, we do our annual photo contest, and listed on the web and here in line, we have our first, second, and third place. We'd like to thank the NSAA photo sponsor, Alaska Mountaineering and Hiking. And we would also like to talk about our first place. It's called Shadow Shooter by Keith Conger. You'll see that here on the page. And it's exciting because throughout this presentation, we do have other photo winners' photos within the slides, but we also on the web, under the Nordic Ski Association page, do have all the photo winners. So look forward to looking at those. And also for any of those Meisters that have a membership, you did get a calendar in the mail, and you'll find those photos in that calendar as well. I do want to thank our current board of directors. It is a very hardworking group for all of you. It is made up of 9 members. This was all of the board of directors, socially distanced, being out on those trails, working hard for all of you. And as everyone knows, the board of directors, we are you. We are basically members that are very invested in the Nordic Ski Association and our community and multiple organizations. We bring them together and work with all of you, with all the volunteers, all of our staff, to bring Anchorage our mission, which is trails. When we groom great trails, build great trails, maintain great trails, we have an infrastructure for health, wellness, and just to get outside. And with that, we bring in programs and events, and it is what the Nordic Ski Association community does so well. If you look here, myself, Joey, is the president, Sarah Miller is the vice president, Claire Leclerc is our treasurer, Josh Neva is our secretary, Will Earnhardt, Mike Miller, Tim Miller, Chris Seaman, and Tim Stone all make up the rest of the board. We do monthly meetings. Any member is welcome to those meetings, and those are listed on our website. I'd like to pass this over to Haley Johnston. She is our business manager. She has taken care of all of the Nordic Ski Association accounting, and we will hear from her, and then I will come back to work with you.
Hey folks, I'm Haley Johnston. I'm the business specialist over here at the Nordic Skiing Association, here to talk with you a little bit about income and expenses that NSAA experiences. Our fiscal year just wrapped up on September 30th. It runs from October 1st to September 30th, just like our membership year. This past fiscal year, we saw over a quarter of our income came from contracts. So that's contracts with Anchorage School District for officiating and grooming for middle school and high school racing. That's contracts with Eagle River Parks and Rec for grooming out at Beach Lake and other areas in Eagle River. And that's a super important piece of our funding mix. And then next you'll see over 21% of our income comes from programming. So things like Junior Nordic, the biathlon program, the ski jumping program, those bring in that amount for us every year as well. Next biggest chunk is membership dues. So thank you so much to you guys for being members. Just about 17% of our revenue each year comes from our awesome, generous members at a variety of levels. And then our next 2 biggest sources of revenue are events and races. So things like Ski Swap, the Tour of Anchorage, and then donations. So just individual donations from companies and individuals who are just making benevolent donations to NSAA. So we're also super grateful for that. And then our other sources of income are super important: grants, merchandise sales, corporate sponsorships, but not as big of a piece of the pie as those top 5. And then on the expenses side, you'll see that fully half of our expenses goes to staffing. So there's a few people in the front office, and then most of our staff is on the program and trails side of things. So we've got several full-time groomers, we have some part-time groomers in the wintertime, and then we've got a gaggle of junior Nordic coaches and jump coaches who help to run all of our programs. So that's our biggest expense there. Next biggest expense that we see is general expenses. So that's things like rent for the office and keeping the electricity on up at the ski jump, things like that. And then trails expensive after that. So we got to put gas in those piston bullies. We got to maintain all of that equipment. So that's the next biggest chunk there. So yeah, a lot of our expenses center on staffing and maintaining all of those trails that we all get to enjoy so much. So thanks for having me. Enjoy the rest of the meeting. And it's so lovely to see you all tonight via Zoom. Cheers.
Thank you, Haley, for that great presentation. And for any information or questions, we have an open door policy. You can email Haley. Her address is listed on the web, or any of the board members, and we look forward to keeping everyone informed about our finances. And also, again, we are a membership organization, and this is all about you and our community and us working together. I want to talk about what we also do, which is super exciting. Grants and giving is a big part of the Nordic Ski Association. Not only is our mission to groom trails and connect the people with outside and outdoor adventures, including skiing and learning and walking and anything we can do to get you outside, we also do programs to work within the community. If you guys remember, one of the largest women's events with those amazing costumes and great racing, the Alaska Ski for Women, happens annually. We do give 100% of the proceeds to a certain nonprofit. We normally give it to the Awake Shelter and then other organizations that do benefit women and children. This year, we were excited to donate $25,747 to the Awake Shelter, something so important to help be partnering with the Nordic Ski Association. And we thank all of those women that participated and all of the spouses and men that potentially helped wax and the kids that came, and then to our committee that does this incredible job putting on this race for you. With our Ski for Kids, we also did some donations. We donated a total of $88,584. It went to schools, and schools are so important to outreach to get those kids utilizing their infrastructure. The Nordic Ski Association will often groom the school's playgrounds and or areas around the school and get those kids out trying skiing that might not be able to migrate all the way to the trails of Kincaid, Hillside, or perhaps Russian Jack. As you can see, we do have the slides here, and at Willowa, the Parks and Rec, Denina, Susitna, Central, Grooming, and Bartlett, Begage, and Bowman all received grants. Thank you to the Ski for Kids staff and all of that hard work that went into these grants and that day, which made a ton of kids happy to get out on their skis and participate in all those events. We also do an annual scholarship for kids that are off to college and continue their exciting outdoor adventures. Some might be racing in college, some might just be sheer academics, some are going to be adventurous outside, which is part of our mission for the Nordic Ski Association, is love the outdoors indefinitely. Whether you become a coach, a parent, a volunteer, a racer, we is a full circle and family. Congratulations to Max Beyer-Groschlein, Maya Brubaker, Ivy Eske, and Peter Hines, all our 2020 scholarship recipients. This one is our next award. It is very exciting and very historical for the Nordic Ski Association. The Lifetime Member Award looks at so many amazing members. Every year we offer a lifetime member to be inducted into our membership to be a lifetime member, which is basically honoring their volunteer work, honoring the time they spent, honoring just being an amazing member. This award is always a surprise to the member the day of the meeting. And so I'll go ahead and give a few facts and information. This person's been volunteering since the 1970s. She started out as a ski coach in Girdwood, Alaska. She is Nordic Ski Association's very own chief of start. Well, you will find her at the high school races, at the national races, anything we have, this person is organizing our start and their crew. And not only with a sense of humor, always delivering incredible, incredible results to get those kids out on the trails in a timely fashion. She's a coach, a leader, she's an international official, she's the president of Cross Country Alaska, and she's so much more. Our NSAA 2020 Lifetime Member Award goes to the none other Lynn Hinderman. We want to shout out to Lynn. We hope you're on the call, Lynn, and we wish we could see you in person and present this award. But this is just as exciting to let you know you are the NSAA's 2020 Lifetime Member Award recipient. And everything you do for us and the community has been recognized. And we thank you for your service and look forward to seeing you on the trails this year and know how much you do for us. And that was pretty exciting. We should actually sometimes end the program there. The Lifetime Membership Award is so exciting. The most important thing we can do for all of our programs and our events and then our amazing volunteers that help is grooming. And it's important to remind everyone that all of the income coming into the Nordic Ski Association is based on donations, based on membership, and based on community sponsors. It is not something we receive from the city. There's no tax base that pays for these trails. It is all you, your time, our staff, and the money we raise through our programs. By grooming, that is the most important thing we can do to be able to have our programs. We started grooming on November 17th and we ended in April 19th. As you guys remember, for this year, in Crazy March was the first we really started to notice we had announcements that we are indeed in a pandemic. The Nordic Ski Association was able to work directly with the city in the mayor's office to remain an essential business. That essential business meaning we got to stay open, groom the trails, and our community was to social distance with their families and do all they could to utilize the trails independently, and it worked. And we skied until April 19th, and it was beautiful. So thank you to the groomers for doing that for us and keeping the amazing trails we have, and we look forward to all of the grooming this year. One of the things that's helping us with grooming is snowmaking. As you know, we are very sometimes late on our snow. It depends on our coldness, and we have a lot of snowmaking in place since 2014 and 15. The groomers do work on specific goals for snowmaking, and we do have them listed on the website. If you want to learn more about our snowmaking, please go to our website. The address is down here, but you can also do a couple clicks. This year, they've been working hard. It is led by Tim Brabitz and a lot of snowmaking volunteers. They have fixed some snow guns, fixed some of the irrigation, and they do all they can to make sure the system is running as efficient as it can. And we will always try and make snow when we can to get our folks, our kids, our racers, our volunteers out on those trails as quick as possible. And again, thank you for the snowmaking and thank you for all your dedication. Our NSAA office staff is always open to you. We do have some COVID hours, but the phone is always open at the moment. Sarah Lucy is our program director. Haley Johnson is our business and financial manager. And then Heather has joined our staff. She has been part of the ski patrol, and now she is our admin that you will find the first line in the office. These gals, along with our groomers, are here to help the community and the volunteers and the Nordic Ski Association excel, and they do that. We have an amazing team, and we look forward to seeing these group out there this year. So I just wanted to kind of put a face to their names, and they are open to help any of you as members answer any questions and discuss our programs. So this comes to something we are so excited to talk to you about. We've talked about trails. We've talked about how important it is to get people outside. We've talked about that it is really the volunteers, you as the members, and our community that grooms these trails. You cannot groom these trails without efficient equipment. We are excited to tell you that we have purchased a brand new shiny red piston bully 400, and it's on its way to Anchorage for this winter. There's two things that will happen with this. This will ensure that we're not always fixing our current machines, but that we have a new one ready to go. It is, our youngest piston bully is 16 years old. So as you can see, it was time for an upgrade. And what's important for this and for all of you is that our investment in the trails comes with amazing staff to groom the trails and equipment. And we have invested in this. We have raised the funds. We have purchased this. And we will also look to do a little bit of a fund match with the community to help ensure that we have this and other equipment for our trails. So look for this awesome piece of equipment, wave to the grader drivers, or in this port, the piston bully drivers, and get ready for some amazing groomed trails this year. So this takes us towards the end of our presentation. Every annual year we do board elections, and we do have a nominating committee per our bylaws that does spend time for people to write in and express their interest on the board. And then the nominating committee works with those individuals, takes them to the next level, and then brings them to the membership for your support. This year, the nominees that the nominating committee is bringing forward is Will Arnhart, Claire LeClaire, Sarah Miller, and Josh Neva. They are all currently incumbents on the board and are the ones that did indeed merge to this vote. We will assume a couple things. I know that we are doing a COVID-friendly presentation. We normally at the end of a meeting do a vote that says all in favor, aye. And we're going to assume everyone's in favor, but we do want to allow our membership to have a voice in case you're not in favor. We are not going to make these board elections official until this coming Wednesday, which would be November 3rd. And if there's any sort of nay votes or questions, please email program@anchorageNordicSki.com. These board members will become final board members on Wednesday. And again, the way we're doing this vote is we're assuming that we hear all of you in a yay. And then there's the email program@anchorageNordicSki.com if there's any difference. Welcome, Will, Claire, Sarah, and Josh, incredible, incredible members that have worked so hard for NSAA, and we look forward to continuing the programs that they are currently working on. We would be nothing, as we said earlier, without our donors and sponsors. These are our top cash sponsors of this year that have donated to the Nordic Ski Association. And then again, our programs fill in our extra cash, Junior Nordic being a huge moneymaker, as you heard from Haley into the financial talk. We have any of that information available for you guys, even after this meeting. ConocoPhillips is always our #1 sponsor. And then as you can see, the other logos on here, and we will also have this present on the website for you. Let's always give a shout out. This is not the only sponsors. We usually have different sponsors every year, different events. Sometimes when we have junior nationals, those sponsors are even larger. Sometimes when we have just our regular years with Anchorage Cups. So please, again, anytime you see a sponsor, let's thank them. We could not have the Nordic Ski Association mission without our community sponsors. Now, this is the fun, exciting part. As you guys remember, we have music playing, and normally we'd be eating a hot dog, and we'd be looking at our vendors and throwing some prizes out to you. So this year, for our COVID-friendly prize, we decided to get our prizes and then do it. Anybody who's a membership, do an automatic drawing electronically. So the winners of our prize drawing are right here. If you look at your name on this list, we will contact you and we will give you these items. As you can see, we had AMH, some Toco Wax, skirts from Scoop. We have socks, we have jackets, a piston bully hat, which maybe that person can also have a ride in the new piston bully, and an Alaska Club 6-month membership. So please take a look at your name. Kirk, Christine, Carrie Ann, Hans, Marcia, Andrea, Ted, Sophia, Rosario, and Molly, congratulations. You are great members and you receive a prize. So I'm just going to come back on and say thank you for tuning into this presentation. Thank you for joining us. We will absolutely see you on the trails. Remember, I could not say enough of what amazing organization this is and what a member-driven organization we are. Without, excuse me, without members, we really don't have the support. And again, thank all of you. We look forward to seeing you on the trails. I do want to remind everyone says, are we still going to have a season? The Nordic Ski Association is absolutely going to have a season. We are going to have Junior Nordic. We are going to have our races. We are going to mitigate any of our events properly so that we can still have them all the way down to, as you saw, the Solstice Tree Tour. You heard from our programs. You saw the video. You can rewatch this at any time. But with proper mitigation, the fact that we get to be outside, we are here to make sure we keep the community healthy and work with all of you. So if you feel comfortable with our mitigation, we look forward to you volunteering. If this is a year for you to maybe watch from afar, you are still an important member. And as soon as you feel safe, you'll come back volunteering. Please get out and enjoy those trails. And please let everyone else know that this is an important health mission. And we are here to have a very healthy year. Have a great year, and we'll see you on the trails.